It's Girl Talk with my sister.
So excited.
Did you date him or it was just a friendship?
Like you said, elite only.
We're just friends.
None other than TT Torrez right here.
All right, so I'm so excited to have her on the show. It's Tami Roman, everybody. Basketball Wives Miami. She's back. Hi, Mama.
How are you?
OMG, I totally missed you.
I know. I've been away a long time, but I miss you outside of that.
Let me just first say I have been praying for you and your family, and I send my deepest condolences out to you and your family in regards to the passing of your mom.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's still new. Even though we're watching the episodes, her passing is still new. She's only been gone a month.
And I can't imagine what that's like. And then having to see it on television.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And how are you handling that? Are you going through counseling or do you not watch it when she's on? Like, how are you really mourning that?
I'd like to not watch it, but, I'm doing these video blogs now, so I've got to watch it and sit through it so that I can comment on it. Mm-hmm. But, I'm a real personal person. I think that's always been a part of my problem.
Yeah.
And so I just deal with my stuff in quiet, in silence.
Yeah. Now, we saw in earlier seasons your mom appear on Basketball Wives Miami, but we really didn't get a chance to see the depth of you and her relationship. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, my entire life it's always just been me and my mother. I mean, so much so that when I was married to my ex-husband, my mother lived with us.
Wow.
So, it's really just always been the two of us. I think we're like any mother and daughter. I get mad at her, I yell at her, she yells at me. We always love each other. I'm 43 years old, and all of my life she has been there for me.
How are the girls handling everything? Have they had the opportunity to, mourn or... Everything
kind of happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Even though we knew she was ill, her actual passing happened so quickly. Lyric had to rush off to school, and Jazz is a senior in high school. So, our family's weird in the sense that we try to be strong all the time. That's how we choose to deal with it, is just try to be as successful as we can be.
Crazy, because that's kind of how my family is. For us, it's more of a coping mechanism, especially for me. Like, I dive into work when I feel a certain type of way, and overachieving is my way of dealing with my pain.
Exactly. That's how I view it as well. And I can't tell you, I probably have the cleanest floors in all of America, because if I mop these damn floors one more time, I'm literally sweeping, mopping, wiping furniture. Like that keeps my mind busy, when I'm not working. So that, I just have to always stay busy right now.
Yeah. That's me. Like, if I go through a breakup, my house would be so clean. I'll clean the baseboards. I'll clean. Like, it's my coping mechanism. Like, and I didn't realize that was my coping mechanism until I went to therapy. It's not a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing, because it doesn't allow you the opportunity to grieve. And sometimes we do have to give ourselves permission to grieve, to cry. To be angry.
I've done that, but I definitely feel that I've taken my time, and I've grieved, and I've catered to my mother's memory. If I stay in that moment, then I'll never recover, and I think she would want me to get up and do what I need to do.
Yeah, I 100% get it. Now, are you taking on the challenge in regards to making people more aware of cancer and getting themselves checked out and things of that nature?
The most I've done with cancer is the breast cancer examination and checking that. Cancer doesn't really run in our family. It was actually a freak situation that happened with my mother, and it kind of just spiraled out of control. I'm in the process of aligning myself with St. Jude, because I think it's important for, children with cancer to be able to have a life and to be able to, enjoy living and long term, so I decided to go that way with it. Outside of that, my mother was affiliated with a center called the Akasha Center in Santa Monica, California. They do integrative medicine, a little holistic along with traditional medicine. I have a cosmetic line, and the proceeds from the online sales go to that center so that they can continue working with, adults living with cancer, trying to survive, battling cancer. So I decided to honor her memory that way.
Good for you. Let's take a quick break. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Tami Roman from Basketball Wives Miami. And, of course, it airs every Monday night at 8 p.m. on VH1. We'll be back with Tami Roman on iPower.
It's Girl Talk with my sister.
So excited.
Did you date him or it was just a friendship?
Like you said, elite only.
We're just friends.
None other than TT Torrez right here.
All right, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to my girl, Tami Roman from Basketball Wives Miami. Let's talk about this new cosmetic line that you are trying to launch. On Monday night's episode, we saw that you were getting together a logo for some new nail polish.
The thing about it is everybody's watching, these episodes were taped from October of last year.
Oh, wow.
So, the polish it actually already launched, and we've been out for a while. And
well, where's my stash? Hello? Where's my stash?
I'm sorry.
I'm messing with you, girl. So the polish is available now.
It's available now at trlovecosmetics.com. But we just inked a deal with Walgreens, and we'll be in 400 select stores starting in December. So
Nice.
I'm really excited about that.
Nice. I'm very proud of you. So you're starting to do this entrepreneur thing. Is it difficult to transition yourself from being a reality star now into a role of an entrepreneur, and people need to take you more serious?
It's not difficult because honestly, I come from a corporate background. I think that a lot of people don't know that about me. When I started on The Real World, I was working at an HIV healthcare center, and then transitioned from there into working in the finance department for a very large worldwide financial firm. So I've always been involved with corporate America. When I put my business hat on, I'm all about my business. What people see on reality TV is just that, a TV show.
Yeah. For some, it's so hard for them to separate the two. You recognize?
Oh, I know,
yeah.
Child, I know. Guess they think I'm walking in punching people to buy my cosmetics, child.
You do tell it like it is. I think that's why we all love you. So I didn't understand why it bothered you when Shaunie made those comments about you. I didn't really think it was such a big deal, but I wanted you to kind of explain that a little bit more.
We're on our 5th season, and this is my 4th season. And for 4 seasons, I've been a little unhappy with how my imagery is being depicted. I'm not saying that I didn't do those things, but I still believe and feel that my reactions, people weren't given the full story to those reactions. People weren't given backstory. People weren't given behind the scenes. And I feel like some of the moments were lost as to why Tami popped off or Tami reacted a certain way. And so for me coming into this season, I really didn't want any confrontation. I don't want to have those moments with anybody.
Yeah.
So I felt like give me the opportunity to show not only Tasha, but the world
a different
a different me. Yeah. And I still felt that with them saying that was continuing everything that we've been going, or I've been going through. I think that people have gotten used to the Tami that's on Basketball Wives. But I just feel that, they're not seeing me in my entirety. And I have a right to want to meet somebody and not have a problem with them.
Yeah. and
them
really
not have a problem with me.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that, and really not have a problem with you. So what's going on between you and Shaunie? Because I saw on someone's blog that you guys are not in a good space as of right now.
People have asked me, do we speak since taping? And I said, no, we don't speak. Every girl called me, when my mother passed, and then I haven't spoken to them since. And now the shows are airing, and, I'm saying my opinion on the shows.
Yeah.
That, I don't necessarily think that means I don't like her or that she doesn't like me. So that may have been taken out of context.
Okay. So on that note, let's take another quick break. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Tami Roman from Basketball Wives Miami, which airs every Monday night at 8 p.m. on VH1. It's iPower.
It's Girl Talk with my sister.
So excited.
Did you date him or it was just a friendship?
Like you said, elite only.
We're just friends.
None other than TT Torrez right here.
If you are just tuning in, we are talking to Tami Roman from Basketball Wives Miami. So you have your 2 daughters on the show. Were you a little bit apprehensive about putting them on national television? And I ask this question because people are so cruel and so judgmental on social media.
Honestly, I wasn't apprehensive when I came into the situation because my children are a valuable part of my life, and I wanted to show people that and how I am as a mother. Season 4, with the young lady in Tahiti, my kids really suffered from that particular installment of our season. So my mindset, my thought process was, okay, you guys have got to show me and my children in a better light and show people that I am a positive mom, that I am a parent, that I am hands-on. And that's why I chose to bring them back. But, as this season goes on, it's really starting to take its toll on my children yet again.
Yeah.
So, I have decided that in terms of basketball, unless I get my own show where I can control what's going out about my children and how those messages and that imagery is being relayed, they will not be on Basketball Wives.
Yeah. How are you, as a mom, explaining to them how to deal with the backlash of social media? Because it's such a big thing now. Like, come at me. Don't come at my kids.
Oh, I always say that. I always go, kids are off limits. I don't care how old they are. I talk to them and I try to explain to them that these people don't really know you. They know nothing about you, and they sit at home and they get on their phones and Twitter and all of this other stuff, and they feel like they want to say something. And when people bash a child in particular, that's a very sad individual.
Yeah.
You want to come for me, I can take it all day long because I've lived.
Yeah. I also wanted to applaud you and Meeka for mending the situation between y'all. I saw the Instagram picture that she put up.
Well, let me tell you, TT, from real talk, like after that season and that incident occurred, I felt really, really bad about what transpired between Meeka and myself, but I had never seen Meeka from season 3 until that night. And I saw her with her family, and I was like, you know what, Tami, this is not right. You can't continue to let this fester. It shouldn't have gone down like that. And I walked up to her, there was no cameras, there was nobody around, and I just pulled her to the side and I was like, I really genuinely want to apologize to you and everything that your family has gone through after that moment. You didn't deserve it, and and I'm getting backlash from people that love you. Neither one of us need to let it continue. And she was like, you're absolutely right. I was appreciative that she accepted my apology, and we just want to both move on. And to the people who said I didn't apologize to Keisha's face, I apologized to Keisha in her face at the reunion, and she did not want to take it. So I'm not going to keep apologizing, and that is the end of that.
Yeah. So you just landed a new gig, Tiny Tonight. I saw the Instagram pictures.
I'm not Tamar. I'm Tami, and I brought my spin to it, you know, and did what I need to do.
Yeah. I'm always cheering for you, despite whatever is put on TV. I just love who you are, and I wish you well on everything, your hairline, your cosmetics. Definitely send me a package and put some weave up in there, too, so I can throw some on there.
I will do that just for you.
Thank you for always checking in with us and being so transparent with your life. We do appreciate you for that, and I wish you well on everything.
And I love you and thank you, and you have always been supportive, and I definitely do not take that for granted. I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody, it's Tami Roman. Make sure you check her out every Monday night on VH1, Basketball Wives Miami, and then, of course, Tiny and Tonight. When does Tiny and Tonight air?
We are on September 19th.
September 19th.
At 10 p.m.
10 p.m., okay?
Yes.
All right, Mama. Stay busy, girl.
Okay.
All right. Bye. All right. Up next, the hard drive at 5 with the homie Drake on iPower.